Hello my friends, Jennifer Woodard at Storygalorey here, and today we're going to do some ocean art based on the book Mister Seahorse by Eric Carle. We all love Eric Carle. Most of us know him from The Hungry Caterpillar, but today we're going to do a seahorse. Don't you love all the colors blended together here? And we're going to use the technique of wax paper and oil pastels and a hot iron to make this picture. So you'll definitely need an adult with you. You'll need oil pastels, wax paper, and a Sharpie to make this art. We know that art is composed of lines, shapes, and in this case, color. So that's what we're going to be using, and he indicated the ocean behind him with just some wavy lines and some dots, so we might add that too. So go ahead and grab your wax paper and your oil pastels, and let's get started. You know, I said Sharpie. I think I'm not going to use a Sharpie this time. All right, let's get started. Okay, first I'm going to put my towel aside here, put my wax paper. I'm going to turn it the longest way I can. Maybe yours is square, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm first going to just notice that a seahorse is made of shapes and lines. So at the top, you can choose any color you want. Let's make a curved line like this, half of a circle, a curved line. And let's just bring it over and make a rectangle at one side. That's going to be our seahorse mouth or snout. And then we're going to make another, so this is kind of a half circle if you look at it that way. His tummy is also a half circle. So it's a curved line. If you don't make the shape the way you want to first, just draw another one. There we go. It looks a little like a penguin right now. And now we're going to keep going with our curved line all the way down and around into a big spiral. Next, we're going to come down this way and follow a slight curve till we get sort of narrow at the bottom. Do you see how I was kind of angling my line to get narrow? And now I'm going to go follow this line around, getting narrower and narrower and narrower until I get to the end of the tail. Now the fun part, we can add a little fin down here, two straight lines and a curvy line. We can add those things at the top. I don't know if they're called a crown or what, by just making some wavy lines like that. If you want to be like Eric Carle, you can add little pointy fins all the way down. You could use your imagination. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to make his tummy a little bit fatter. We're going to add some color in there. So let's see, first I'm going to see if I can find a good dark color for his eye. And I'll make a circle with a circle around it. Now remember, opposite colors blend to make brown. So by opposite, I mean orange and blue, red and green, yellow and purple. So I kind of want to avoid putting those colors right next to each other. But I can do some blues next to each other. Ooh, that doesn't even really show, does it? That middle color doesn't show. I'll add a different color in the middle. There we go. Now, what looks good next to orange? Well, yellow does. Yellow is friendly with orange, so I'm going to add some yellow next to the orange. And you can color this any way you want to, in whatever stripes or circles or whatever you want to do. And then red also looks good next to orange. So I'm going to add some red in here, blend that in. That looks like a banana. Okay. Red goes next to blue just fine. They make purple. Red goes next to yellow and orange just fine. So just go ahead and color in your whole Mister Seahorse however you want. You can add dots. You can add, oops, now I got my brown right next, or I got my blue right next to my orange, so that will turn brown. So let's make some yellow. Yellow is friendly with both blue and orange. So that should be okay. All right, so go ahead and color in your whole seahorse. Okay, I finished all the different details on my seahorse, and now I'm going to put my oil pastels away, push them away, and then I'm going to get my towel out and ask for a grown-up's help. And now I need a hot iron. I'm going to fold the blank part so that my picture's inside the wax paper and it's all covered up. Now it looks a little blurry. And I'm going to get my hot iron and I'm going to start putting it over my paper so that the colors kind of blend and melt together. Ooh, that's so pretty. The nice thing about this is after you're done hanging it in the window, if you want to, you could cut it up and use it for another art project because the colors that you've made are so beautiful. I see my eye got a little bit blurry there, so I can't really see my circles that well, but that's okay. If I had used Sharpie, that might have helped, but the whole thing is blended together and it's beautiful. I love the colors that I made. And now you can hang it in a window and just enjoy your beautiful seahorse that you made with shapes and line and color. You did such a great job. I'm so proud of you. I love this seahorse. It just makes me feel like I'm floating in the ocean, and the white really popped too. That was kind of fun, the white. And the more color you add in the background, the more the seahorse will show up if you use bright colors to blend. So I hope you enjoyed that seahorse art based on Mister Seahorse by Eric Carle. And I hope you join me next time at Storygalorey. Don't forget to clean up your area. And if you want more art like this, and art specifically that's based on the creation story, I've got a free creation art challenge for you where you can do artwork. The link is in the notes. So like and subscribe. You can get all the art tutorials to you, and see you next time at Storygalorey.